Als je Italië zegt, denk je aan eten, maar ook aan kunst. Het leuke is dat die twee vaak samengaan. Want hier weten ze zelfs van het eten een kunst te maken. Maar hoe zit het met de kunst van het koken? Italië is het land van design en dat vind je in de keuken terug. Kijk, zo'n bijzondere flesopener. Of deze mooie steen om vlees plat te slaan. Zelfs van een vleesvork weten ze een kunststukje te maken. En kunst vind je zelfs terug op een espresso kopje. What was the reason you asked famous artists to design espresso cups?
This was an idea of my son Francesco, who is the artist of the family.
Yes.
He has a high sensitivity, and he said, if the espresso is such a wonderful product, why should it be also beautiful? It is beautiful in the foam, but it should be beautiful also in the container. And he produced this incredible set. We have also a few cups that are very rare, like this one, designed by Federico Fellini. This one designed by Marini, and this one designed by Sandro Chia and also Sandro Chia.
Zo'n designkopje is mooi, maar ja, een espresso kopje moet aan meer eisen voldoen. Het mag niet te groot zijn, het moet tulpvormig zijn, het moet van dik porselein zijn, zodat de koffie goed heet blijft. En de binnenkant moet een ronde vorm hebben, vergelijkbaar met een klassiek wijnglas. Zodat er een mooie crème laag kan ontstaan. Maar ja, zo'n artistieke touch wil ook wat. De nieuwste collectie is ontworpen door Robert Rauschenberg, een kunstenaar uit Texas. In 1964 won hij als eerste Amerikaan de grote prijs van de kunsttentoonstelling Biennale. De hoogste internationale erkenning die een kunstenaar kan ontvangen. En nu heeft hij dus deze collectie van wereldsteden ontworpen. Ik ga nu eens kijken of de koffie uit New York anders smaakt dan die uit Zweden.
En dit is de koffie in Nederland.
Respect. Bij ons is koffiedrinken gezellig. In Italië is de kunst. De meest verfijnde vormen van koffiedrinken komen dan ook uit Italië, zoals de cappuccino en de espresso. Iemand die van deze kunst zijn vak heeft gemaakt is Francesco Illy. Al in 1933 richt hij zijn familiebedrijf op met als doel de beste espresso ter wereld te maken.
Happy to meet you. Welcome in Trieste. Thank you. See, good weather, not too much wind.
To make the best espresso in the world is quite ambitious, but what does it need to make it?
You need wonderful beans that are selected in our lab and then in the sorting machines, but you need also the famous 4 M's. That is M for blend, miscela.
Yes.
Second is macinino, grinder, then macchina, espresso, machine, and then mano, which is the lady or the man behind the machine.
Yes, just this.
This is the beginning of our control in our factory. Normally, the product comes from highly selected farmers that are producing the best possible coffee. But even in this condition, you have between 1 and 2% defective beans. So the bag is opened here, and then it passes through machines that will look at each single beans, rejecting even the smallest defective beans.
Is it possible to teach me how to taste coffee?
The best way to taste coffee is to have the right sampler, which is like the tester for the sommelier in wine.
Yes.
10 milliliter.
Yes.
And in this case, you get on the cup, you make a little mixture, then you take a quantity and you put it in your mouth. You let it go through your taste buds and then you decide if it is good or bad.
You as a godfather of the espresso, you could make, for me, you can make the perfect...
Your nose was participating to the enjoyment. So
You can make the perfect espresso for me.
I would like to make it. We'll go to the machine and let's try to do it. What is very important is to compress the coffee strongly, with this device, because if you do not compress, you do not have really the proper quality. Now you put it here, put it here in. You take the 2 cups. It is always complicated to make a nice cup of coffee. And then you have to press this and let's go. The right percolation, you see how it comes slowly. The flow is approximately 2 milliliter per second, and the time of percolation must be 30 seconds. In this case, you have the right quantity, the right extraction, and the right ratio of flavor and taste. And you can see how beautiful the cream is with this kind of shadow. And I have a little quantity of bubbles that tell that the end of the percolation was near. We can also try to taste it. And we have a nice foam that is the concentrator of the flavor. And if you want to make coffee in the easy way, instead of having this complication, the grind, the machine, the temping, and the measuring, and the scale, use the portions, the so-called pods, that are making everything much, much easier.
Il Dottore, geboren en getogen hier in Trieste. Zou het toeval zijn dat dit de grootste koffiehaven van Europa is? Ik ben in het land van de espresso, Italië.
Good morning, Mr. Illy. Happy to meet you.
Dit is de fabriek waar de koffie van Ernesto Illy wordt gemaakt. We hebben al gezien hoe de bonen geselecteerd worden in het laboratorium. Pas als ze alle kwaliteitscontroles hebben doorstaan, mogen ze worden verwerkt tot koffie en komen ze hier naar de fabriek.
After all those quality controls, what happens then?
We take 9 lots, different qualities, and we make one blend. Our company has one brand and one blend.
Yes.
We are the only doing that. And then we have to carefully roast it under very strictly controlled, and computers are taking care of it. This is the control room of the roasting plant. Roasting is a very delicate process because from the roasting the quality of the coffee is strongly affected. We control all that with computers. Practically a computer can follow with the precision that for a human being is not achievable. In southern Italy they like slightly bitter, so it must be roasted slightly at higher temperature. In the Nordic countries, sometimes slightly acidic because they drink it with milk. And in this case, they need a little lighter roast.
When I hear telling you about coffee, I would care for a nice cup of espresso. Is it possible?
Wonderful. 2 cups.
Marco nel mio diario una fotografia, agli occhi di bambino un poco timido.
Grazie.
La stringo forte al cuore, sento che ci sei. Fra I compiti di inglese ma
When I taste this, I can imagine young people prefer the strong taste of an espresso or a cappuccino.
Strong taste, strong flavor, low caffeine. This is the winning formula.
Yes.
You see this tendency very clearly in the United States, where the younger people are enjoying espresso much more than in other places, but also in Japan, also in Australia, in New Zealand. All over the world, espresso is capturing the heart of the younger population.
Un caffè. Signor, Quanti caffè hai fatto oggi?
Oggi io ho bevuto 5 o 6 caffè. Bevo sempre tanti caffè. Il caffè mi piace.
Voor Italianen is het heel normaal even een bar in te lopen, snel een kopje koffie te nemen en weer weg. Quanti caffè bevono gli italiani?
Essenziale la mattina, dopo pranzo e verso sera per una carica quotidiana per affrontare tutta la vita con energia, perché altrimenti non si va avanti, il sonno è troppo. 8, qualcuno in più.
Many people don't know that espresso coffee contains less caffeine than normal regular coffee.
Yes, this is because espresso is tasting so strong and has such a rich flavor.
Yes.
So people think if it is so strong, it must contain a lot of caffeine. But it is exactly the contrary. Caffeine is lower simply because the percolation time is shorter.